Tesla is down 4% today and has basically given back most of the profits that we saw from that massive push after the robotaxi unveil on the weekend. Now, in this video, my plan is to go over the technical setup, talk about my current position, what I'm going to be doing with my calls. We're going to take a look at the bigger time frames, why I still think $500 is on the table. But more importantly, we're going to remain objective and we're going to take a look at the worst case scenario going into the next couple of weeks. As much as everybody wants to sip the Kool-Aid and hope that the best works out, we have to remain objective within our trading and in our investing, not just for risk management purposes, but also because losing is just a part of the game. Now, on Monday, I ended up closing out $109,000 in profit on the day, and a good portion of that was actually from Tesla. And we talked about this in Monday's video, so I'm not going to spend too much time going over this. But I did end up closing out my call options for $919, $330, made $34,000 in profits that day. And I actually rolled that into another position for $919, 2025, but this time a $350 strike price. And as of right now, I mean, you can't see it because this is only realized gains and losses, which means the position has to be closed out in order for this to register. But I am currently down on that trade about $28,000. So I've basically given back most of the profits that we ended up making on Monday if Tesla were to close, and I already exit this position like this. And before we get into the analysis, I want you to understand that that is just trading. Shit happens, losses occur. You can't get upset. You can't say that it's rigged. You can't talk about how manipulated the stock is. You can't get mad at CNBC or Wall Street or whatever it is. You just have to take it on the chin and move on because none of those people give a shit about you. None of this is anything that you can control other than your risk management, when you get in, when you get out, and getting upset about it is literally going to get you nowhere. Now, what's even more important is taking a look at our strategy. We understand that losing is a part of the game. I mean, over the past 5.7 years, we would have made a 3,600% return on investment. But here's the deal. We would have lost a lot. I mean, we have a win rate here with 47%, which means that statistically, we are losing more than we are winning. But the reason that we're able to be so profitable is because when we are winning 5 times what we are losing. This means our average win is 15% and our average loss is 2.8%. Now, many of you might say, if you could just do this based off the daily and the weekly BX, then how come so many people fail even though you could make so much money doing something so simple? And it all comes down to psychology. The way that you need to be thinking is the way in which a casino operates. The casino does not care if somebody walks into their establishment, puts $100 into the slot machine, and then they hit a $300 profit. The casino doesn't care about losing money short term. The casino understands that even if you beat them in a couple of hands of blackjack, they're going to take the short-term loss, but over the long term, you're going to continue to come back, you're going to continue to play into their odds, and they are going to win. And this is the same damn thing when it comes to us. We are going to lose frequently. Let's just go back and take a look, right? There are plenty of times where we get chopped up. There are plenty of times where we're going to lose, but we don't care about what happens today, tomorrow, the next 2 or 3 trades. What we care about is making sure that our system works long term. I talk about this exercise a lot, but literally after this video, go grab a quarter, go grab anything that has a 50% heads or tails, and go ahead and flip that thing 100 times. Statistically, you will have a 50% win rate. And what I want you to do is not just flip that coin, but I want you to write down on a piece of paper each time it's heads, each time it's tails. Something that you'll notice is that with a 50% win rate, you could get 3, 4, 5 heads in a row. You could get 3, 4, 5 tails in a row. And if you're only focusing on the next 1, 2, or 3 trades, then after 3 or 4 tails in a row, you're going to say, the market's rigged, the system is stupid, Pete's an idiot, I don't believe this, and you're going to walk away and think that the strategy doesn't work. Now, after you flip the coin 100 times, not 5, every single time it said heads, I want you to write $1,500, as in a 15% win rate or 15% average win. Then I want you to write 300 every single time it's tails. And I want you to add all of those numbers up. And I promise you that you will end up making a shit ton of money after you account for all the heads, all the tails, and winning 1,500 times every time it's heads, $300 every time it's tails. The most important thing here is that you're not just focusing on one or two trades. You're focusing on hundreds of trades within a sequence. Let's just go back to May of 2024. Imagine that you joined my Discord or started following my strategy or just even watching my videos back here in May of 2024. You would have lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times in a row. And I would bet you that 99% of people after 6 losses in a row would say, the system is bullshit. It doesn't work. I'm not going to follow it. This guy's an idiot. Good luck losing money, only to literally win one time and make 35% within a 2-month period. I mean, think about it. Back here, we lost 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11%, and in one trade made back 35%. Then we would have lost 2 in a row, aka 2 tails in a row, followed by a massive 5% profit, 9% profit, 12% profit, 3% loss, and then a 19% profit. And so if there's anything that I can instill in you is not that we know where the market is going or that we know what's going to happen. It's that what happens today or tomorrow literally does not matter to me at all. And if it matters to you, then you are too emotionally invested in the money that you're making or the money that you are losing. When I have a profitable day, I don't care. When I have a losing day, I don't care, because what happens today or tomorrow does not matter. And if it does matter to you, then you're trading and investing with money that you should not be using, because that means that you're planning to use it within your life soon. And you're going to make emotional decisions that are going to ruin your long-term profitability. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's talk about the analysis of Tesla into the next couple of weeks and next couple of months. You can see here, still on the daily chart, still focusing on our daily BX bot. If this is a profit and if this breakout happens, we are expecting a move up to $400, best case $450 by the end of July. Now, in order for us to stay in this short-term position, one thing and one thing only has to occur. This BX trender, which is the indicator at the bottom of your screen, needs to stay green. If it closes dark red, if it crosses below a value of 0, then we are exiting the position for whatever loss there is. And then we will once again wait to see what happens and get back in once requirements are met again. Now, if we go out to the weekly chart and take a look at our weekly BX bot, you're going to see that this has a 67% win rate. And this bot is also expecting a breakout up to $500 to $550 by November. Best case scenario, up to $600 by January, which is what I've been looking at for my 6 to 12 month target. Now, this is all based, same as the daily, off of the monthly BX showing strength and this weekly BX holding green. So as long as this continues to hold green, as long as this holds over a constant value of 0, this requirement is still met and this breakout will most likely happen. Now, from a technical analysis standpoint, right, you can notice this pattern that is happening currently. This is called a pennant. Now, a pennant pattern like this is normally going to be a continuation pattern. But for those of you who want this to break out sooner than later, this might ruffle your feathers a bit. A pennant normally occurs where the stock breaks out, pulls back to make a higher low. See, we make a higher low than this one. Then we bounce again, but we don't take out a higher high. Instead, we make a lower high. Then we pull back again to make a higher low, so higher than that previous low. Then we actually break out. So there's a chance that we actually see Tesla still, which would be worst case scenario, but shit happens, guys, reject off of this resistance that we're at right now at 350, pull back down to worst case $250 before the subsequent breakout to all-time highs by January or February. I don't make the rules. I can't control the market. I don't know if this breakout's going to happen now or in the next couple of months. So the only thing that we can do is focus on the variables that we can control. Those are, number one, are our criteria met? As of right now, yes, weekly BX is met, daily BX is met, monthly BX is met. If it rejects, so what? I can't do anything about it. The second thing is position sizing. Am I over leveraging my account in Tesla calls or Tesla shares? No. In the past, 3 years, we're up $3.9 million. If we just take a look at Tesla alone in the past 3 years, we are up $1.7 million. The calls that I just bought are worth $75,000, and the 2026 leaps that I'm holding are worth $77,000. So that means that even if Tesla were to just dump and I were to lose all of the money in those call options, I'd be losing about $140,000 to $155,000, which is about 10% of just the profit I have made in the past couple of years on Tesla. Now, I need you to understand that I don't say that as a flex. I say that to prove to you that even with the amount of capital that I am trading with, my position size is still less than 5 to 10% of my entire capital per trade, which means that whatever happens here, it's not going to affect me. So the reason that most people cannot deal with the losses is that they are trading with too much money relative to their fund. So they cannot afford to lose 1, 2, 3, 4 trades in a row. But I can afford to lose multiple trades in a row, not because of the amount of money that I have, but because of the amount that I'm putting into each position. So if I only had $10,000 to my name, I wouldn't be buying $10,000 worth of Tesla. I'd be buying $1,000 worth of Tesla shares max. And for most people, they don't want to hear that, but that's the truth. That is what proper risk management looks like, and that's what you need to be focusing on. Now, if you guys want to learn my trading strategy completely for free, get access to all the indicators that we talked about in today's video, the link to our 12-step masterclass series will be in the description. The only thing that I ask for giving this back to you truly for free is that you respect the system and respect my time for creating this. Take the courses in sequential order. Don't try to just grab the indicators and full send your account without respecting risk management or learning how to think in probabilities, because I promise you're not going to get very far. This is a long-term game. I've been doing this for 11 years. It took me 4 to 5 years just to become consistently profitable, and my life didn't drastically change until year 7 to 8. Your expectations of what is possible and what is to be expected in this market is going to be your biggest asset or your biggest weakness. I hope this video helped, guys. As always, check out the links in the description, hit comment, let me know what you guys think, and definitely subscribe to the channel and to me on X. Thanks for all support.